We've had a pretty wild day traveling so far. Successfully got on our fast train. Unfortunately, it was only one stop. So then we switched to a different train, and then we had 5 minutes to get to a bus. We couldn't find the bus, but we eventually found it driving down the road where Allie proceeded to flag it down. And thank God the guy let us on. I was telling her that we shouldn't flag it down, but she did anyway, and really shout out to her for doing that. So we took the bus and we got off here, and we're in Cremona. We're gonna see what this place is all about. Hey, we're going to do a tour of our Cremona place. Today is officially day 2. We were kind of chilling yesterday as usual. We didn't clean up the place for this, but it should be okay. I don't think we got things too messy. Heavily secure. Okay. So this is our, I guess this would be the living room or the family room. What is it? So this is where I've been working. It's a phenomenal workspace because we have AC, it's super chill. Put this TV on, we have one channel that has English. We might buy some DVDs later, or a DVD from a market tomorrow because they have English DVDs, and we have a DVD player. Really comfortable couch, good hangout spot, and let's come to the kitchen. Here we go. Okay, so the colors in here are calculated by Mateo, the Airbnb host. There's obviously a theme and a style of this, and it is really, really cool. I'm a big fan. I don't know what the style is. It's like a pop, modern, but not modern, also vintage. If you know what type of style this is, let us know. But everything's like modular. Like this is the same theme color as the other things, but it's like obviously very movable. This is on wheels. It's where, you know, it's the same theme as everything else. Like even the cutting board is following the blue and all that stuff. Washing machine, water heater, big refrigerator. Speaking of that, let's get some of this, man. Wow. Oh, and these are the groceries we got yesterday. It was a solo mission. I didn't film it, and I was also on a scooter holding like 3 bags at once, so it would have been irresponsible to film that. All right, let's move up to our bedroom. Stairs. Really cool stair setup. This place is a mansion to our Airbnb standards, but it's also like 80 euros a night, maybe even 77 euros a night. So it's like 85 bucks or 90 bucks or something. This is our AC that we don't even have on right now because we left it cranking all night and it cooled it down like super, super nice. I'll turn the light on in here. Okay, so here's our bedroom. This bed is so comfortable. Our pillows are flawless. We slept like babies last night. Get the AC on.
Patio out there, but we're not gonna open it because it's hot.
Yeah, we got a little balcony, and then let's just check out the bathroom. Cool backsplash. Honestly, this is the same colors as the bathroom, or the kitchen stuff, I'm pretty sure. Similar shelving, the shower.
And we got a bidet. For our bidet.
I always like to test out the strength of these things. That's pretty good. I don't know that that angle's a little suspect though. Cremona's pretty sweet.
Cremona's cool.
We have a TV at home and a DVD player, and we found DVDs. So we're trying to see if It's like a flea market. We had good coffee this morning.
The best.
We bought 45-minute total subscription for the scooters. These are the scooters I'm talking about. Okay, so we're in our kitchen.
In Cremona.
Exactly. And I did a solo mission over to the grocery store. On my way back, I found a scooter and I claimed the scooter my own. I had to download an app. I had to submit my license. I had to verify my phone number. It was a lengthy process. But I got the scooter. It's parked right out front, so we're going to be able to scoot around the town. And I did a great job acquiring groceries, so we're going to make a little ricotta pasta.
But it's going to be our version. Today, we are making a lemon ricotta pasta. Not like the other one that had, what did the other one have? Lemon and parm only. This one has ricotta in it. Oh my God, my eyes are burning. The water trick doesn't work, in case you're wondering. Holy cow. Right, so we diced up our shallots. We're going to use some of this. Gonna use some parm. It was traveling with us all day, so hopefully it's good. We're gonna get some lemon zest off of this. No, we don't know. We're sticking 2 of these into the shallots that are browning, just to give it a little zest. And then we're going to stick 2 in this emulsifier. All right, we are adding this cooled stuff. Look at that. Delicious. Into this little thing where I'm going to just gonna add that in, because why not? Maybe. All right, let's see how this goes. Man, this is cool. Oh, look. Little jerk.
Careful.
All right, so we have our pasta. A lot of pasta I made, but we'll
Ready
have
for this?
leftovers. I don't know. What do you think? Let me try it. Wow, that was a big. Oh wait, I'm gonna put salt and pepper.
Wow. Damn.
Not too much salt, just because it'll be too salty with all the parm. Pepper. Gotta get all that juice out. Homemade sauce. Whoa. Wow, that looks like creamy town. Okay,
Wow.
honest review of our pasta we made. Kind of following a recipe, kind of not.
Should I get basil with it on the first go? Let's do it.
Yeah, why not?
The sauce is insane. It's so
It looks
creamy.
super creamy.
It is like so creamy.
Out of 10.
10. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Al dente. Just for what it is. It's just, you know, pasta and homemade sauce. It couldn't be better, like, for what it is. I don't think it could be any better. And this is going to be a little snack as well.
Yum.
Yum. But yeah, get in there. Maybe a little bit more. Howdy. We are cooking, or I am gonna cook some breakfast, brunch type stuff. Look at this pepper. Beautiful. It's humongous. So I'm gonna take the bottom of this guy, save that for later. Here. I usually keep my bell pepper like kind of big. I don't slice it up too small. The smell that comes out of this pepper when you start cutting it is unlike anything I've smelled before. I mean, it smells like a bell pepper, but it's so pungent. It is so pungent. And of course, I cleaned these before doing this. Because in the markets, there's usually bugs flying around. And they're chilling on the veggies. Okay. Onion. Probably gonna use half of this. Save half of that for later. The one thing you can't find too much of is jalapenos, and we eat a lot of them, so I do miss them a little bit. I will cut those up later. I bought this pane yesterday. It's fresh. Look at it. Smells phenomenal. I think we'll probably use this whole thing. So, all right, veggies are going in. Something that my dad taught me that's fun to do sometimes is dry out the tomatoes. So I lay them out on a paper towel. Hopefully you guys can see that. Lay them out on a paper towel. I will season them. I'm doing a cooking show. Sal. Some pepper.
Yum.
Okay, so I'm looking at a chart that says what these do, or what these are for that. And red is for sure decaf. It's a rainy day.
It's beautiful. Look.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
This is sprinkling.
It is sprinkling. It was raining pretty hard earlier, which is nice. I like me a rainy day. We're hoping that when we turn this corner, our scooters are still there because they're public scooter.
Please be a scooter. Please be a scooter.
Yeah. Scooter.
A scooter.
Howdy. Little check-in. I'm carrying a very heavy bag right now. Went over to the local grocery spot. Was a good time. Got everything we needed. We rode our fun scooters over there. Ride Movi is the company. Really one of the coolest apps when it works. You just kind of like pay a little bit of money, you scan the scooter, it turns on, you can ride it. But when you need it most, when you got a big bag of groceries, when it's late night, you're far away, or when it's pouring rain, these are real things that have happened in the past few days, it doesn't work. It logs you out, says network error, you spam it. Sometimes you can't even end the ride, and you're just getting charged, even though you're not able to use it. So, Ride Movi's cool when it works, but when it doesn't, you're f***ed.
Give everybody a rundown of what's going on right now.
Okay, so we've been doing some math about what we wanted to do because we extended our stay here in Cremona because we couldn't decide where we wanted to go next. So we were thinking about renting a van from Munich, and we were going to go from here to Verona, then to Venice, then to Innsbruck, then to Munich, then rent the van for 2 weeks and go through the Dolomites and then return it to Munich. We did the math on that, and then we did the math on what it would be if we basically just continued doing what we were doing. The difference wasn't as big as I thought it was going to be, but it was big enough for us to like keep looking into it. And I walked away from the laptop, and then Allie started doing a bunch of research on some of the hostels in these places, and we found that that price was like, for some, like cutting it by like hundreds of dollars. So we now know that we're going to Verona next. We have a train that was like 21 euros. We booked a hostel. That's more of like a private hostel.
We
It's
kind
like,
of got our own room.
yeah, our own room.
And we get breakfast because it's a B&B really.
It's a B&B. It's not a hostel. It's a bed and breakfast. So we're going to stay there for 11th through the 14th. And then on the 14th, we're going to take a train for 24 euros for both of us. So 12 each. Straight shot to Venice. Really excited about Venice. Haven't been there. Okay, so this is the hostel in Venice that we're staying at. It's a 6-bed room, and then they have like obviously the big common area. This is the 9-bed room. We decided against that and do the 6.
That's a kitchen.
That's the
so
kitchen.
We'll be at least able to make something, some snacks.
Laundry, common area. I'll probably be working there. More common area, eating space. Best part of the day, scooter time.
That looks dangerous.
That was a little dangerous.
That's the place I wanted to go for dinner. Osteria la Bista la 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 la. All right, We're in Cremona and we're having a fancy pizza. I gotta do this because I'm wearing all white and that would be tragic. Okay, classic margarita. One bite, everybody knows the rules. Nice and crispy, a little flat. That was a good snack. Good flavor. It's probably better than the other pizza we had. That was probably 8-7. It's our last day.
Last day in Cremona. Really have had a good time here.
Slept.
More sleeping. We're having a cultural chat. It's something that we picked up a lot about kids here in Italy, like young kids.
Yeah. I think that the Italians in general just, they don't really revolve their lives around their children. Their children just become a part of their lives. And that's a beautiful aspect into, your everyday happiness as your individual person. I mean, it's like 10 o'clock and we're in a piazza and the kids are just like out riding bike. Like little kids, like 2-year-olds.
10 p.m., 11 p.m.
Yeah.
They're just...
5-year-olds are just playing soccer in a piazza. I mean, granted, it's probably summertime for them and they don't have school and stuff, so...
I think we're gonna do 3 questions for each other. 3 each, so... Or no, 3 in total? 3 each. You got the first one?
Yeah, I did. Hold on. What is something you want to take back with you culturally?
There are like a list, I'm just going to say, of 5 or so anxieties that I think maybe I deal with on a day-to-day basis at home. I don't know exactly what they are, but there's probably 3 to 5 of them. And here, a few of them are not present whatsoever at all. And it's just kind of it's just not in the deck of cards with the lifestyle of what we're doing right now, whether that is because of us being here or the way that we're traveling, I'm not sure. But I think it's probably being here because you start living like the people around you. And I think that lifestyle fits more of the way that my mind and my body work as far as kind of the day-to-day basis, not sitting around as much and not just being more human. It's a more human existence here. There's probably not a better way to put it. You're doing what your body and your mind are designed to do here, more so than at home. Nothing is exactly convenient, which is a major benefit for us, for me. Your turn. If you can think back to one person or group or person that is responsible for you helping you become exactly who you are today as far as a musician, who would that be?
God, I feel like there's so many. I think my first real, like, true interaction with it was my cousin, Celcito. And that's because I just remember, like, being in my childhood home every weekend. Our families were always together. It was the best. And I had just taken like 8 weeks of guitar lessons, and I was 8 years old and he was 10. And he's like, hey, can you show me like how to do this? And I was like, yeah. And I think I showed him like 2 chords. And now, I mean, like, I think at the time, showing him and him being able to do it, and then coming back like the next weekend and wanting to practice and like having that like same drive. And then now looking at him, and he's a baller and can literally just solo on everything and picks everything up very quickly. And yeah, I don't know. I think that was the biggest thing. And then really, I think it was in like the early 2000s for me. Maybe not early 2000s because I was like 8 at that time. But somewhere in the 2000s, where KT Tunstall came out with Stoppin' the Love, and I watched her live loop session, and it blew me away. And I looked at him and I was like, can you show me how to play this song? And he did. And with just hearing it, you know, like years later, he was able to do that. And I was probably like 15 or 16 at the time, so it was like multiple years later. But he was so consistent with it and just kept playing, still plays to this day. He's in a band in Denver, just doing what he does. So I would say Celso.
Question, do it.
What is your fondest childhood memory?
Wow. This is kind of a cop-out, but it's a group of memories with Jimmy, Connor, and Zane being in the neighborhood, just growing up in a neighborhood with a bunch of kids on a daily basis. It was, like, especially over summer, it was wake up. If I wasn't waking up at Connor's house, go to Connor's house, go in through the side gate, into the side door, play Halo on the original Xbox with Tim, Sean, Connor. Could be, you know, the other boys, Blake, Steve, any of the guys. And then we would always get the big controllers, even though we were the youngest. We would get, unfortunately, the massive Xbox controllers that were way too big for our hands. But anyway, just that whole growing up with that environment, going to Connor's house, going into the woods behind our neighborhood, pretending we were getting chased by, you know, we would play Army and whatever, and it would be Zane, Connor, Jimmy, and me just setting up booby traps in the woods and doing all sorts of crazy Goonie stuff.
And getting trapped by your boobies.
Yep. One particular story, long story short, we created this self-sustaining little economy where we each had our own zone of this like wooded area, and we had our own currency, and we had weapons that we would make, and you would trade, you would barter with each other. If, you know, Jimmy was making the tripwires or something, and I was making the swords and whatever. We had very good imaginations back then, still. But there was one time where we, for whatever reason, set up a bunch of booby traps around because we thought that, like, you know, if anyone comes and tries to like take down our operation, we wanted to, like, you know, punish them, I guess. So we would dig holes and then cover the holes with like palm fronds, and then we would pull like basically, I can't remember what it was, but we would make trip lines and like tie them together so they were long, and then tie them around trees. So like, you obviously, if you were moving through, you'd trip on them, and other things like that. And it was near the town hall, and one day a police officer pulled in like near where we were, and we all started running because we were scared that we were getting in trouble. Meanwhile, it had nothing to do with us. And we start running, and it's like everyone's tripping over the trip lines falling in the holes. Like we got hit by all of our own booby traps, and that was hilarious. But they were perfectly executed. But it just like the memories I have with the kids growing up in the neighborhood is probably easily the best. Okay. What? Where?
What, where, and why?
Where is one place in the world that you would want to bring me?
Chef Shawan.
What?
Chef Shawan.
What's that?
It's a mountain town in Morocco, and it's painted blue. The entire city's painted blue. Every shade of blue, every pot, every street, every house, every door, every window is all just shaded different colors of blue. And it's the most beautiful city I've ever seen in the world. All right, I'm pulling up a picture of Chef Shawan for Bobby to see what it looks like. It's so beautiful. This is just Google giving photos, but let's go to images. And let's click, let's see, like I have this exact photo. I went to this exact location. Okay, here we go.
Since we ordered Bloody Marys, they brought us a bunch of snacks.
But every single piece has meat on it.
So, looks like these are all my snacks. That's a W for me. Sorry, baby.
Can I eat your celery and carrot?
No.
Okay, thanks.
Making our final Cremona meal. And this is what I am super excited about. I'm super excited about this. Cheesy. Ooh. And then I'm gonna put the balsamic glaze on it.
You are?
Well, I know you don't love balsamic. Are you gonna also?
Oh, I forgot the basil. Yep.
Boy, oh boy. Next stop. What's next stop?
With cream.
Next stop, cornetto with cream.